So today, again, what came up was I don't feel like doing this video. And I was just looking back at the series of videos, which actually, if you are watching this on social media and you don't know, I have posted all of these videos on our YouTube channel, and they're all in a playlist on there called Rock Your Lifestyle with Jenny Hala. So if you want to go back, or if you've missed any and you don't feel like scrolling through my personal social media pages to find them, then you can find them there. And so I was looking back and I recorded something similar on day 4 about committing to yourself. And this is a similar message, but I feel like it's different. I feel like this is going to speak into when you don't feel like doing something. How can you break through that, or how can you make a decision to empower you or move forward? So the interesting thing about not feeling like it, sometimes we just sit in the moment and we don't really analyze or question or stop and pause and think, like, why do I not feel like it? And I get it, because sometimes it's easy to move through life and, whatever. But today, I have thought a couple of times, like, man, I really don't feel like doing this video. And then all the other thoughts came in. Is anybody even watching? Would anybody even care? Why would it matter? I can skip a day. It doesn't matter. But the thing is, for me, skipping a day or not doing something in those moments leads me to not do it again and again and again. It makes it easier to say, all right, you know what? I didn't do it that one day. Let me not do it again. And look, that may be your path sometimes. And if it's your path, then that's fine. But I think what I want you to consider, I invite you to consider today, is why did you commit to whatever it is you don't feel like doing? Like, why did you commit to that thing? And for me, doing these daily videos, this was for me to build trust with myself and to continue to step into my power and confidence and believe and trust and know that I can do this, and that even if there's no likes or comments or whatever on the outside, it's okay, because this message will be watched by those who energetically are connected to it, those who feel called to it, and those who need to hear it today in this moment. And so for me, it was worth it to pick up the camera and do a short video and share this as inspiration. Now I think about you and how this may be showing up in your life where you're not feeling like doing something. And for me, a common time that this has popped up with me and with clients that we've worked with is when it relates especially to health and fitness, whether it comes down to like things that you're eating or not eating, or workouts or whatever. I don't feel like working out today. I don't feel like walking the mile. I don't feel like being active. I don't feel like whatever. And I think once again, it's coming back to and asking yourself why. Why did you originally commit to whatever you did? And then it's up to you to really dig deep and see, like, is that why strong enough? Are you willing to push through a little bit of discomfort, a little bit of not feeling like it, which I feel like is, this self-sabotaging behavior in a way. I know I'm not speaking absolutely to every single situation. I'm speaking just to like what's coming up in the moment. It's like, can be a very self-sabotaging, because like I said, I'm like, I don't feel like making this video, and then I went into negative thought patterns. Nobody's really watching it. Doesn't matter. Will anybody even notice? Da 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 da. Like everything that I have shared, that me and Jay share on our podcast or anywhere else, it's like, how can you pause, especially when your actions aren't serving you, or your actions aren't aligned with your goals, or you're not moving in the direction that you ultimately want? I think especially in those moments, to pause and really ask yourself why. Like, what's coming up here? What's going on? Am I afraid of something? Am I just, taking the easy way out when I could lean into a little bit of discomfort and find that it's all okay and it wasn't as scary as my mind made it seem to be, or, whatever it is. And like I said, for me, this was about building trust with myself and following through on things that I said to myself. And so if that's the thing for you, then maybe it is worth it enough to continue to show up for you, even the days that you don't want to. Now, let's talk about a couple variations here, and then I'll wrap this up. So if you find that you don't feel like it, and you explore and you decide not to take action, and that keeps showing up, then you can always look at the action or actions that you've committed to and see if you maybe need to reel them back a little bit. So let's say you have committed to doing something daily, meditation, okay? Let's say you want to meditate daily and you find that you don't feel like it, or you're getting distracted or whatever. Then maybe another way to get through this is you can make an adjustment. You can say, all right, I'm not able to do it 5 days a week, but can I do it 3 days? Can I do it 2 days? Can I do it 1? Is it maybe the length of time that you committed to? Maybe you committed to meditating for 30 minutes and that's a bit too aggressive, or 10 minutes. Maybe you start with 5, maybe you start with 60 seconds. Maybe you start with taking a few breaths. So you can always make those negotiations with yourself to be able to find where's that sweet spot so you can still continue to move forward, and you can lean into your goals and your dreams and your discomfort that then brings the change and transformation that you really ultimately crave. And that's one way to consider it. And of course, as you know, sometimes there are things that resistance is coming up. And if a lot of resistance is coming up, it's worth exploring that resistance, because sometimes maybe the resistance coming up for a reason and you're not meant to take that path. You're not meant to go that direction. Of course, as you know, in a short video that I'm doing off the cuff and letting flow through me, and not, doing like a pre-practice and pre-pulling out, I'm not able to discuss all of the nuances and all of the different ways. My main goal and intention of today was to tell you and share with you that here I am on day, I think 13, and on day 4, I did not feel like doing this video, and here it comes up again. And because it's a Sunday when I'm recording this, I thought, oh, nobody's gonna watch it. And I very easily could have just stepped out. And this is how I coached myself and leaned into me showing up for this. And that is my encouragement with all the different things I've talked about in this video, is to give you some things to think about, to pause, to have you reconsider, to maybe have you explore, to have you really be more gentle with yourself and really uncover why things are coming up. And sometimes the reasons are really silly. At least that's what I find. So know that as you go through this week, as you go through, the weeks and months to come, that every time this little I don't feel like it thing comes up, that you do always have a choice, and you can pause and really just evaluate and uncover why it is. And then you can still choose to do it or not do it, or negotiate what it is. I mean, it's really up to you based on what your goals and your dreams and what it is you're working on. All right. So I'd love to hear how this has impacted you, what it is that came up for you, if it's something you're willing to share so that anybody who's reading in the comments can learn from it as well. I'd love to hear that down in the comments. And of course, always love the encouragement. And, even if you just pop a little emoji or something down there, that's always cool too, because then I know hey, this is impacting you, and that we've got this great community, especially energetically, where we're all supporting each other. All right, I hope you have a good day and a good week, and I'll see you tomorrow on the next video.